Week 1 in the books. I'm having a ridiculously long day at work, but I told him, you guys gotta wait. I gotta give Caesars League a recap. So excited to dive in. I did just realize that Caesar's not even in this league. He got demoted and he's just still the commissioner and still facilitating everything. It's incredible. The dedication y'all have to this league with the relegation rules is awesome. Definitely my commissioner would just dip and cancel the league and delete the website. So with that being said, wanted to dive in. It was the $100 bet, El Granados, El Captain, $100 worth of drinks whenever they want. And of course, it's between two teams. One team I feel very strongly about, El Granados. As a person, despise him. As a fantasy owner, I have some respect. And you saw that in the preseason ranking. I put him at number 5. El Captain, I did put at number 1. It was a 1-point game, so devastating. Basically what I did was traded Zach Moss, Scary Terry, and Hollywood Brown for Kenneth Walker. There's one guy in my office that if he just saw me, I might get fired. Not kidding, he's a colleague. Yeah. So first, I do want to issue my first apology. We'll start with this one. We're going to start with Sons of Chaos. Sons of Chaos, word came in that starting Eckler was an honest mistake. So, no longer my enemy. And I apologize for even starting a beef that absolutely no one asked for. But, you know, I like the drama. I like the drama. So, it's back to El Granados being my enemy. Fuck you, El Granados. Okay, so, I guess, saying playoff run and not winning at all. Last week, people called me crazy for it. People said, nah, he's done. Nah, he's done. I said, nah, not done. Nah. Sons of Chaos, 0-3, man. I mean, if you're Sons of Chaos at this point, you look in the mirror. I said this would be a bottom half team, thankfully. But I said it would be middle of the pack. New team to the league. Just wasn't ready for the big show. He just wasn't ready for the big show. I mean, guys come to this league. I should stand up, dude. My fitness is horrible today. I've been sitting, worked 10 hours today. Give me a freaking promotion, dude. How do I open this? Okay. So yeah, I mean, just wasn't ready for it. Ready for the bright lights. You got a taste of it. You got a taste of it, and you got to tell your grandkids, like, hey, I was in the big leagues before the relegation. And listen, I'm gonna be rooting for Sons of Chaos. You know, if he says honest mistakes, he seems like a nice guy. I'm gonna adjust I still am saying no playoffs. It seems like the group chat is starting to realize what's going on because you guys are finally activating. Paco Libre flagged that 3 more yards and you tie, 4 and you win to team that Bandidos. Paco Libre, I'm already all over that shit. I'm all over this shit. Okay. Before we talk about Team the Crucifier, let's see if Kenneth Walker could get us some yards here. Another play action! You need the first down here, and you're not going to get it. You're not going to get it. Oh my gosh, this is ugly. This is ugly. I'm not a Giants fan, but I'm in New York, and I'm kind of embarrassed to be associated. Okay. It's Kenneth Walker, guys. It's Kenneth Walker. Let's go, Kenneth. You gotta hand it off. Oh, he gets the ball. Can he get yards? He goes! 4 yards! 4 yards. El Granados with the loss. El Granados with the fucking loss. Just kidding. It's not actually over yet, because first of all, I didn't mean that, El Granados. Dude, I still don't know if El Granados and I have actual beef, and he laughs it off, or if he fucking has like a poster of me, he jerks off to everybody. No, he throws darts at everybody. This is becoming more and more unhinged. One day I'm going to cross the line. One day I'm going to cross the line. Because I know they're going to run it. Nope. Nope! Go, Kenneth! Go, Kenneth! Beat him! Beat him! Oh! Fuck me in the dick! Fuck me in the dick! I have Kenneth on my team. I just want those points. Someone texted in the first quarter on my group chat with the league, how's Kenneth Walker doing? Because he traded me Kenneth Walker for, I think I traded him like 2 peanuts. Fucking fucked him. And, oh, he gotta finish that shit. I'm gonna put a warning for profanity here when I email this to Caesar. You gotta finish that shit. He knows it too. He's a good running back, dude. Charbonnet's good too. He's still in. Huddle up, boys, huddle up. Go left. Soft spot on the left side. Oh, false start, you fuck. Okay, sorry. Pain Train. I don't know what I was doing. Untouchables got a free win. Sons of Chaos just did not show up to the game. They were waiting at the stadium for a really long time, and they just did not show up. They're just like, where are they? They called Sons of Chaos, and he said, nah, man, I'm out this week. So it is what it is. Failed to reach 100 points in this league is very difficult to do. Behind Dax 5, we're talking about Sons of Chaos. Dax 5, Brian Robinson 7. This is crazy. Pollard 7. Boyd 7. Did your whole team get 7? Hawkinson 7. He got 8, but 7 was easier to say. Wow, what a mediocre performance from this team. Just devastating if you're a fan of Sons of Chaos. I mean, at this point you have to ask, is ownership trying? Is ownership tanking for Tua? Like, what's the goal here, right? I mean, after that loss, you go to 0-5 and you're like, this season's done. But then you come back against an El Grenas team that people were hyping up preseason. And you say, you know what, fuck El Grenas. Rick's right, fuck El Grenas. 127 points, listen, I'm not going to create a statue of you and start bowing down to it. But you got to win. A win is a win. And it's gigantic not to go to 0-6. I have one guy in my league that's 0-6 and just devastating. He walks around head down all day. His parents don't know what's wrong with him. So for Team the Chairman, obviously very, very frustrating. Fans are basically calling for a complete overhaul in the GM office. They really don't know what's going on. Listen, for a 2-5 team, it's pretty good, but it's just not a team that I think could win it all. I'm not going to dun chain. I mean, you could win games. It's not a disgustingly embarrassing team. Don't think I would disrespect you like that. But again, fans are calling for your head, and I'm not going to die on the hill of defending you, is all I'm going to say. That's all I'm going to say. I'm just going to leave it at that. If I'm this team, if you want my advice, if I'm this team, I burn it all down. I burn it all down and just wait for next season. No, I'm kidding. I don't know. You just have so many, like, startable guys, but no studs. It's just very frustrating to look at. Honestly, my eyes kind of hurt looking at it because it's just so average. Everyone wants me to comment on the DK Metcalf start for El Captain. Everyone is saying El Captain embarrassed himself. El Captain shouldn't be in this league. Google searches. I work at Google. I don't know if I've said that before. I think I did. I have the back end data of what people are searching on Google. I run the whole Google search basically is like my thing. They almost named it Rick search, and I'm like, just make a Google search. It's just too much attention that would come with that. But yeah, there's been record-breaking searches for how to kick out a team mid-season in fantasy football, specifically El Captain, which is a really specific thing to Google, by the way. But people are just frustrated right now. And I would be as well. You know, my least favorite thing is starting someone who doesn't play. It's just absolutely disgusting. I mean, the only thing I could say is that I maybe something happened personally in your life, and you had like your sons had a huge softball game. Even that, though, El Captain's dead in my eyes. I'm taking notes right now. Dead in my eyes. After DK start, it's something to learn from, something to grow from. You know, in the Pee Wee League next season, you build. But that probably cost you the game. I mean, you could have went with a different wide receiver. You went with Josh Palmer, you won. Oh my gosh. I didn't even know that when I was shitting on you. Oh my gosh, your only wide receiver on your bench, Josh Palmer, you would have won. Oh my gosh. 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 Holy shit. I'm so pissed. Okay, let's move on. I'm so pissed, though. I'm really pissed. You think I'm joking. I'm fucking pissed right now. The biggest robbery, I think, in any league that I'm watching was CD for Ford. I mean, I don't even have words. So, El Captain got Ford. And El Professor. I don't even have words. I'm so unbelievably surprised. I'm trying to put myself back in that time. Ford, I think, had a good first game. Maybe it was after the first. I don't even know what to think. What's crazy is also El Captain, as we spoke about, started someone who didn't play. We got their official excuse. So El Captain, man, I mean, I want to be a good guy on here. Forget, because at this point, El Captain, there's a legendary campaign of just misses. And again, I know you're a good guy. The excuse was that you took your daughter swimming and the location had no cell service. You know, she's going to learn to swim anyway. She's got to figure it out. How many adults don't know how to swim?
It's not like we all had swimming lessons. You figure it out. You figure it out. You get in the water. You realize, I'm going to need to figure this thing out. And you figure it out. Listen, obviously, I want her safety. I think it's great that you took her swimming. It's very nice. But you got to plan beforehand about the service situation. I don't remember who was benched, but I doubt it was someone who was last minute. Just out of nowhere. It almost never is. So, as they missed Devontae for a complete deep ball. Wow. So, it's just shocking, surprising, disappointing, all those words. And there's a second part. You also miss drinking with the homies because your daughter had a swim class. Yet again, there's more important things in life. Take her to a coding class. Set her up for success financially in the future. I don't remember a time that swimming made me money or saved my life. I guess, yeah, I could think of a few times because if you don't know how to swim, you're kind of fucked. So it's good you're prioritizing that. But at the same time, fantasy is just as important, if not more. Devontae is pissed. Devontae's pissed. Devontae is pissed. He just heard that El Captain took his daughter swimming again and missed the hang with the boys again. He can't believe it. He's having an outburst on the sideline right now. He looks so pissed. El Captain falls to 3-5. We've been talking about El Captain all season. I said he was dead in my eyes after the DK start. And now I'm going to say that he's not going to do it. I mean, he's just not going to be able to do it this season. I am going to Dunchain El Captain. I'm sorry, but too many mistakes. The good news is your daughter's going to get to swim a lot because you don't need to focus too much on fantasy the rest of the season. The bad news is you don't get to focus on fantasy the rest of the season. So she's going to be... We might have an Olympian, guys. At this rate, we may have the new Michael Phelps. I know we do it by gender in the Olympics. She might be able to break that glass ceiling and get involved with the men at this point because she's going to be in that water a lot. We talked about El Professor owning El Captain getting CD for Ford. And what happened here? He didn't even play Ford. Ford gets him 12 points, which he probably should have played him. CeeDee Lamb, 30 points. That's the difference. Flip that trade. Guess who wins? El Captain wins. Threw his season away. Am I a fucking joke to you guys? Is that what this is? The recap wasn't even sent? The recap wasn't even sent last week. Caesar, in his own words, forgot all about it. Brain's not working like normal. We have 2 recaps. No one mentioned it too. No one mentioned it. How does that make me feel? Bad to start and to finish. Bad to start and to finish. It makes me feel both those things. Horrible, ashamed, regret of all the time I've committed to talking about this league. You guys just went on like it was a normal week. Like, I'm just, at this point, I'm confused. I'm still legally required to talk about the games, but if you think my heart's going to be in it, you're fucking high right now. I don't know what, I'm guessing you guys have some like good stuff over there. You probably have the highest quality. I don't even know if it's weed. At this rate, it could be something really hard. I'm concerned about your guys' health. Holy shit. Anyway. Alright, in the last week, there was a trade. In fact, there was a very... What the fuck? What the fuck is this trade? How is it not vetoed? I have to look at the chat when it happened. Hold on. This should have been vetoed. I'm very anti-veto. That's horrible. Sons of Chaos just got... I don't know how vulgar I could get, so I'm not going to get too vulgar because I don't know. But just got absolutely... What's the cleanest way I could say it? Fucked in the ass on that trade. I mean, just... it's collusion. I'm trying to think if there's something I could be missing. Michael Thomas, Madison, Shakir. There's no way for Pollard and Waddle. I'm calling my friend to tell him and see his live reaction. Okay, so this is the worst trade I've ever seen in my entire life. I don't even want to do a recap at this point. This league's over. Oh, so happy you answered. So happy you answered. What amazing. Okay, so I'm doing a recap right now. I'm actually 5 minutes in and I have not even said anything yet because two reasons. First, you're live on the recap. First,
Oh my god.
I know. So first, they didn't even look at my recap last week. The guy forgot to send it to the league. I'm looking at the chat. They're like, by the way, what happened to the recap? Today, a week after, they would have seen it. No one even mentioned it. And the guy's like, I just forgot. My bad. So I'm really half-assing this recap as punishment. But I also looked to see if they made a trade, and I wanted you to give your live reaction because it's that crazy of a trade. You ready for this? And tell me if I'm anything but insane. It was before Sunday. One team traded Michael Thomas, Alexander Madison, and Khalil Shakir. In return, got Tony Pollard and Jalen Waddle. Have you ever?
What?
I know. By the way, this is my commissioner of my league.
Let's try and defend the guy who got. I can't believe I'm live.
You can't even see you. This guy's the commissioner of my league, and he's the most anti-veto guy I've ever seen in my life. I have to ask you, would you veto that?
No.
Oh my gosh!
I'm not a vetoer.
I know you're not a vetoer, but that's as bad as I've ever heard.
Let's try and defend the guy.
Okay.
You got Shakir, Michael Thomas, and who else?
He's trying to defend you if you can't hear. Shakir, Michael Thomas, and Madison. Cam Akers got injured. He thought maybe Madison would be taking over.
Okay, this was last week, right?
This was Sunday morning.
Okay, so Madison's defensible. Michael Thomas, I mean, not great. And then Shakir had a good game, right?
I don't even think he did that much. But yeah, he had his best game of the season.
Michael Thomas is a big name, so maybe he comes back. And then he gives up Waddle and Tony Pollard. Pollard hasn't been playing well.
Do you think it's the worst trade you've ever seen, or do you think my Devontae Adams trade in 2020 was worse?
The only reason I'd say it's not the worst ever is because Pollard and Jalen Waddle haven't been super relevant this year. Waddle's been probably better than Tony Pollard, but that's the only reason I'd say I've heard worse. It's very bad. But those guys have not been super relevant.
What's my idea? I'm going to go give up Justin Jefferson and get myself Cooper Kupp. Let's go! I'm a fucking genius, dude. Fuck me, dude. Cooper Kupp, ankle injury in the first half. I lose by single digits in an absolutely critical game against a team right next to me. It's just at some point, you have to remind yourself fantasy is complete luck. Anyone who tells himself otherwise is an idiot. We're looking for now 8.4 points, and that's a turnover? Oh! I'm waiting to see. I didn't see the play. I'm guessing it was him that fumbled it. And guess who won? The team that absolutely robbed every single team in the league from all their best players, El Professor. And again, that's a compliment to you. Tony Pollard, that you traded 2 breadcrumbs for, or maybe it's 1.5 breadcrumbs. Tony Pollard gets you 20.8 on Thanksgiving. Congratulations. And then this is the team I think that also made that trade for CeeDee Lamb, who gets you 17 points. Jalen Waddle gets you 22.4 points. Is anyone at this point saying that this man did not absolutely brutalize the teams he made trades with? It's hysterical, and it also deserves credit. This team is... I'll see you guys next week.